So I'm gonna try doing this live. It might be really cringe. I'm gonna do it in one take. So if it's a show, you guys can make fun of me. You can flame me for my takes. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go, "What's up, YouTube?" All right. And when I say "What's up, YouTube," can you guys like pog in the chat and like act like it's popping in here, like it's super exciting? Subscribe, hit that bell, hit that like button, pog. Dude, I'm cringing. I'm cringing. I'm cringing. I'm cringing. What's up, YouTube? Today. What's up, YouTube? We're currently live on twitch.tv/TURTLDUC. Some new Runeterra cards just came out, which is very pog, super exciting stuff. We're gonna quickly go over them on stream, give my thoughts about it, and yeah, if you are watching this video at the time of uploading, we're currently live, so you can come and flame me for my dog shit takes. Make fun of me and tell me I'm an idiot. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. So condense. This card probably busted. It has a lot of potential synergy. I think honestly, unironically, the strongest thing about this card, in my opinion, is the fact that it's played on burst. So there's very little counterplay to it. You can use this with stuff like Rekindler. You can use this with stuff like... Here, let me pull up the client real quick. You can use this with some Darkness Generation cards. You can use this with Revna, even. There's a lot of synergy with these cards. Basically, Riptide Rex. There is a lot of synergy with this card, and I think for the cost of it being 2 mana, like 2 mana and burst, I think this card is going to see a lot of play. A lot of play. Mirror Mage, yeah, exactly. I think this card is like... This card is going to do a lot of crazy shit in Standard, and in Eternal, it's going to be like absurd. Like 100%, I think this card is going to be fucking... It is going to be cracked, right? So yeah, definitely this card is like a... Yeah, Mira, Revna, yeah, exactly. This card is like power level. I'm gonna give it like probably like a 9, just from what I would guess, because it's that burst. I would not be surprised if later on they change burst to like fast speed, or they increase the mana cost. But yeah, Leandros, this card is just good all around. Blowback. 4 mana fast, deal 1 to the enemy and the enemy nexus. Discard up to 2 to increase the damage by 1 for each card discarded. So this card is interesting. I think it could see some play maybe in some BB decks. I haven't played enough BB to know if it would fit in, but I think realistically this card's probably just going to be overkill. I mean, it does give Jinx access to more burn, right? It's kind of like a replacement for Augmented Experimenter. I mean, given, you know, you won't be regenerating your hand with this. This card, I think, is a big question mark for me. You know, 4 mana is pricey. And at fast speed, yeah, it's hard to say. I think BB and Jinx, though, if this card does see play, it'll see play in BB or Jinx decks. But then again, like I said, I don't know if those decks really even need this. Like, what would you even be removing from, you know, Jinx list to put in Blowback? I feel like the Jinx list is pretty refined at this point with Jinx Samira. So I think this card probably won't see much play outside of like some very niche lists. Alright, Pack Attack, start a free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each cat ally. This card is impossible to gauge the strength of, because we don't know what a cat ally is, right? So if you see, they added in, you know, new card typing, so bird, dog, cat, stuff like that, reptile, but without knowing what a cat ally is, it's hard to gauge the strength. You know, obviously the comparable card to this would be the Echo card that from Called Shot that gives you a free attack with an ephemeral ally for 4 mana, which you have to like predict out of your deck. Runeterra AR has all the old cards that are getting new typings. Oh shit. If there's a link to that, I can definitely take a look. Is it on their front page? But we'll come back to this later. Altar of Unity. I think this card has a lot of snowball potential. Not many decks are running efficient landmark removal. The only one being Karma Set with Aftershock. But Altar has a lot of synergy with a lot of cards. The first one that comes to mind is Mira, Aspect of Justice. And it's in Targon, right? So like Demacia Targon is already a solid region combo. So you're not even having to play like a weird region combo to make this work. So you play this landmark on 4, drop Mira on 5, and you're already empowered. That's just value. Yeah, Silverwing Vanguard. Oops. It's good. You can even run there's like an elusive that's like 6 mana. There's a lot of elusive cards that don't really do that are statted really low that this card just pretty much negates, right? Windsinger, 6 mana elusive, play a recall a unit. You're getting a 6 mana 6/6 elusive with a play effect with that landmark. I mean, that's pretty good. Like there's a lot of potential synergy, I think. 6 mana 2/2 with double attack, double damage. Yeah, like exactly. There's a lot. I mean, look at this shit. You know, I mean, do we know, does this work with attach? I mean, obviously this is Eternal now, but you know, Eternal is going to be the next patch for the next mode for what's it called? The Runeterra Open. I mean, right here, this I think is probably going to be a really toxic combo. Lawkeeper, stun enemies with less power than me. You're getting a 6 mana 7/7 with a full board stun effect, pretty much. Like that is giga value. So I think this card is going to see a lot of play, a lot of experimentation. Altar is very pog. Hey kitty. So right here we have one of the new cat allies that you're going to be able to play with Pack Attack. She's statted as a 3 mana 3/3 with quick attack. Pretty solid, pretty reasonable stats. Oh, there she goes. Alright, Grave Companion. Each round, the first time another ally dies, draw 1. A 4 mana 1/5. I think for 4 mana, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think this card is way too expensive. For 4 mana, even as a 4 mana 1/5, I mean, I could be bugging, but I can't see this getting played much. Because I think this card is gonna fall into the same issue that a lot of these like Shadow Isles cards run into, which is that they're just too expensive, man. Like, where is it? There's another one too that's in standard. That's like 5 or 6 mana. What's it called? It even got buffed recently. So Wraith of the Echoes. Round end, for each ally that died this round, grant allied copies everywhere. +1/+1. Like, this card, you know, on paper, it's like, wow, that's crazy. There's so much synergy you can do with this. But the issue is that it's 5 mana, you know? Like, games are so fast right now, apart from, like, the set karma stall. Like, if you try to play Doggo on 4 against Samira Fizz, you're just losing. Like, you're done. You're donezo. It's like the Ionia card, 4 mana 1/4 that draws when you summon 3, but this one is better IMO. I definitely think it's better. But I just think that it's going to be too slow to see play. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. You know, I think the dog is cool. I like the art. It's cute. Definitely +1 for the art. But Yeah, don't you think this gives Lucian decks a draw? If it does see play, yeah, I think it'll definitely see play in Lucian Evelyn. But I don't know if this card is gonna be enough to, you know, make Lucian Evelyn like a thing, you know, other than like a tier like 2 deck, which is kind of what it is right now, like tier 2, tier 3. Oh yeah, it can't even fit in Lucian Eve because of the region, right? So even then, it's like, how good is the landmark on Evelyn? Wait, this card draws you a unit too. Dude, I didn't even realize. This card's crazy. So it's 4 mana, draw 1, and then your units are going to be like giga cracked. Lucian Azir, just coping? Yeah, I think it's cope. Like, I hope this card can see play, but realistically, I don't think it's going to be playable. Okay, next card, Royal Shimmering. Other bird allies have +1/+0 and quick attack. So again, until we see the list of cards with the typing, it's gonna be hard to say what the power of that is. So you're saying it's on Runeterra AR, right? Because I should just look this up. So you said it's in the builder, and we can see. So if I type in dog, will it come up? Ascended dog? Okay. All right. So we got this pulled up now. So we'll start off with cat, because we just went over the cat cards, right? So how do we want to do this? So we have pack attack, start a free attack with exact ephemeral copy of each ally. All right. So cat. Yuumi is a fey cat. Cunning Kitten is a cat. Obviously, Owl Cat is a cat. Wait. Oh, it's in Shurima, though. Alpha Wild Claw counts as a cat. That's interesting. There's not a lot of cats, to be honest. Oh, Owl Cat is not a cat. It's just fey. Are we sure it's not going to be a fey cat? Because Yuumi's a fey cat. Jax is a cat? Yeah, I don't know why Jax is here when I type in cat. I don't think Jax is a cat, guys. I mean, maybe he's secretly a furry, but is an owl cat a bird? Okay, yeah, that's confusing. It's an owl cat, but it's a bird. What if it's a bird and a cat? What if it's a fey cat bird? I think we need to wait until tomorrow to figure out the Shurima card. Yeah, I agree. I think if I were to take a guess, I'd say that the Shurima card's probably bad because it's in Shurima and it's 6 mana. And like, just looking at this, there's not a single Shurima card in this list of cards that are cats. There's not even a single Shurima card, so it's probably bad. Let's type in bird. Wait, I typed in the wrong spot. Oops. Okay, bird. So, what does this card do again? It's going to give our birds +1/+0 in quick attack. And it's a 5 mana, 5/4 in Ionia. Go away. So, Azir, Ascended Bird. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I think it's kind of funny that they're making like Azir an Ascended Bird and Nasus an Ascended Dog. Like, it sounds like just that naming convention sounds so goofy to me. It sounds like something that people would, like, people who make custom cards would do, right? It seems not real. It seems like a fake leak or something. Xerath Ascended Rock. Yeah, like, it just sounds so goofy, man. But okay, so we got Azir, Crimson Pigeon, Fleet Feather, Omen Hawk, Harbinger of Thralls, Solari Sunhawk, Twilight Protector, Vanguard, Swiftwing, Teeny Dactyl. So again, the main issue here that I'm seeing, right? Like this card is an Ionia, you know? So unless you're gonna, like, because you can't run enough birds in these other regions to justify running this card. Maybe Shenjarvan. Yeah, that's a good point. Valor is also a bird. Yeah, Valor. So I guess like the only deck I could see you running this in is like Shenjarvan, probably. Some weird Ionia Quinn list, but it'd be neat if we get a card in the future that is like a Rune Terran card that lets us play any bird card in our deck. You know, that'd be funny. That'd be cool. But it would have to be some weird like. Maybe you could do like a rally deck. Like you could do Demacia Ionia and run like Swiftwing Flight, Vanguard, Fleet Feather, and then maybe, you know, you have Royal Shimmerwing for your big like swing. But because this is like an onboarded deck. This isn't like attack, right? So like when this is on the board, all birds have +1/+0 and quick attack. So you don't even need to swing with this. So it does work well with Scout. What league champ is cat-based? Rengar? Yeah, Rengar, Nidalee. So this card's interesting. Is it going to be good? We'll have to see. I think it could see some niche play. Like, I could see it being playable in like a Demacia Quinn deck. Like a 5-mana 5/4 with quick attack isn't that bad. But I don't think it's going to be tier 1 by any means. Like, I don't think this is going to be that oppressive. The stats are good, but I am not optimistic. Hey Turtle, it's my birthday, so I'm spreading some love. I'm a sub with my Prime sub when I can in 2 days. Let's go! Hey, thank you so much, Buzz. Happy birthday. Yeah, we're doing a live YouTube recording right now, so everyone knows it's your birthday. Everyone comment happy birthday, Buzz. Okay, next card. Sacrificial Scholar. 2 mana, 1/2 faded. Last breath, create in hand copies of the first 3 spells you played on me. Alright, I am pretty positive that this card is busted. This card is busted out the wazoo. Like, this card is so good. So, even immediately, right? Sacrificial Scholar already has good synergy with Condense. Right? You can, like, just completely chain this shit. But even if you're not going for that weird combo, you can... This card is 100% going to see play in like Pantheon, Samira decks, just Faded decks in general. Like, it gives Faded lists access to infinite Faded procs, basically. Infinite targeted spells. Like, it's so good, man. Yeah, works with sacrifice effects. This card is insane. Like, they could probably remove the Faded keyword from this card, and I think it would still be a good card. But the fact that this has Faded as well, like, it's crazy. Like, this card, I think, like, this card is going to be so busted. So busted. You'll probably run this in, like, Varus decks, too. You could probably do, like, a Varus list with this. Like, yeah, this card is going to be nuts. Even in the fast meta, it's not bad because it has Faded, you know? So, like, you know, you gem it, you put Glimpse on it. Like, you're always getting value. Like, imagine you... Turn 1, you pass, right? Turn 2, you play Sacrificial Scholar, and then you Glimpse it. Or, sorry, turn 1, you pass. Turn 2... You know what I mean, right? So you play this on 2, then turn 3 you can Glimpse. Or like it's like Saga Seeker. Turn 2 Scholar plus Pale. Yeah, pretty much. This card is like, and then even if it dies, you're getting a Pale back, right? So it gives that deck like access to more draw. Like, this card I think is stupid strong. It's so good. Cause like typically with Samira Pantheon decks, the way, at least the way that I deal with them, right, is with their Faded units, right, they don't really do anything until they get overwhelmed, right? So you can just like chump block, you can let them chill, like not worry about them, right? But with this card, you can't do that. Because when this card dies, I mean, I mean, I guess maybe you can let it just chill and grow and then never kill it, so they never get the spells back, but I think this card's going to be really strong. Scholar plus All Out, turn 2 Scholar plus Pale. Yeah, this card is definitely good. I'm a big fan. I think this card is going to enable a lot of like maybe like low tier 1 decks or high tier 2 to get that bump they need to be like giga strong. Alright, next card. Innovative Blacksmith. When I'm summoned, I improvise. Each round, the first time you forge or equip an ally, heal your Nexus 1. So, obviously, it's Weapon Master, so you'd probably want to run this in Jax Ornn. What 3-drop improvises does Jax Ornn have right now? Or like what three drop cards do we have for this list? Wandering Shepherd, the Attune card. Yeah, I don't know. I think the deck is already like 3-cost heavy. You can the extra health point matters a lot. Because like this extra point of HP means you can, it's not going to die to pings, right? Well, Shepherd's good because you can Shepherd, right, on another unit, right? So that's why Shepherd's good. Shepherd gives you flexibility. I could see you maybe running it over Piltovian Castaway. I don't know how much the spell mana matters to Jax list. I don't play a lot of Jax, so I'm not sure, but I think the extra healing could matter if you're doing like a top heavy Jax Ornn. It gives you the stall you need to kind of, you know, live long enough basically to deal with some lists that just kind of go over your head, like with elusive. 100% you run it over Castaway. The stall to get it into Ornn is better than the Attune. Yeah, I think if you're running a top-heavy Ornn list, I think it's better than Castaway. If you're playing an aggro list, I would take the Castaway over Blacksmith. But I think in a top-heavy Ornn list, this is probably going to replace Castaway. I agree. Alright, next card. Perfidious Promoter. When you refill mana, create a fleeting random follower in your hand. In hand, you can exactly afford. Huh. So, will this work with 0 mana? Like, if we're on 0 mana, like, and we... Because there's no 0 mana Bilgewater cards in Standard anymore, right? Like, this can't hit anything. Oh, I guess it's not from your regions. It could be from any region, huh? I'm gonna be honest, I don't see where... This is a coin card? Yeah, like, you would play this in, like, a Samira list, maybe? Like, Jack Samira? Or not Jack Samira, Jack Seraphine? This is like a Jack Seraphine card, but is this what Jack Seraphine wants? I mean, I guess it's like, it could be good, actually. I mean, it's weird. I don't think it works with banking spell mana. I think it does. Good for Nora? It's... Yeah, I mean, it's good for Nora, but you're never going to play Nora in a Bilgewater deck, right? Like, it's weird. I think this card is more of like a meme card. I think if it was less expensive, it kind of comes into like the same territory as Grave Companion, where it's a neat card. And can have some potential, but I think it's just too slow. It's way too slow, I think. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll see play in Jack decks, but it's like Jack needs card generation. I think Jack needs a lot. Jack is struggling right now. It's yeah, I think this card I'd put on like a lower tier card. I don't think this card has a place in any current top tier decks that I can think of. Maybe it'll make Jack Seraphine or like Jack List a little bit better, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to throw them forward. It's a weird card. It's a neat card. I think the effect is cool, but I don't think it's power wise. I don't think it's gonna really do much. It's too slow, and the effect is like too slow. Okay, so we got Begilling Cobra, which is a reptile. 7 mana 4/7. Each round, the first time you summon another follower, summon an exact copy of it. If your board is full, grant its stats and keywords to me instead. Okay, this card. Now this card is weird that it's an Ionia. Probably a balancing thing. Maybe this will enable some like Ionia Noralis. Oh, that sounds really annoying actually. Cause like, yeah, this could be crazy with Ionia Nora. Like imagine we play Ionia Nora, right? And we just stall, we Giga stall, right? Because Ionia is pretty good at Giga stalling. And we just play a bajillion chump blockers, and then we have this as like a top end card, like another winning condition basically. And this card just gets so fucking big. It also gains keywords too, which is crazy. I think you get 3 Mirror Mages if you Beguiling into Mirror on 8. Yeah, I mean it's definitely it's definitely interesting. Like that's definitely a combo. I think this card could make Ionia Nora playable. Like make it an actual deck that has some legs. Outside of Nora, I don't see how this card is ever going to be played. There's nothing that I can think of that makes sense outside of Nora and Portals, but it's a neat card. I like the lizard boys, or lizard girls. Okay, so last card, Captain Indari. Weapon Master, when I'm summoned, I improvise, plunder, forge other allies. And again, the forge keyword grant ally +1/+1. If the ally is equipped, grant the buff to their equipment instead. So 6 mana 5/5. Noxus. Again, it's another card. It's weird to me that it's in Noxus, but at the very least, right? So if you're plundering, you're giving your whole board +1/+1. But I feel like this card is too slow for Samira lists. Samira kind of wants to be running lower cost cards. Like in Fizz Samira, the most expensive card that's run is Powder Pandemonium, right? You want all of your cards to be low cost so you can get the rallies. Maybe there's some like Noxus Overwhelm list you could run this in. Like, oh, you know what this card could be good in? Maybe with LeBlanc. 5 attack, Effect is summon, right? So it works with mirror image. You're buffing up the board. Like Ash LeBlanc, I could see this as a Ash LeBlanc card. Instead of like Hearthguard, yeah. I think that this might be better than Hearthguard and Ash LeBlanc. Because the issue with Hearthguard, right, is that you don't know what units are going to get the +1/+1. And you have to draw those units, right? And you don't know which ones you're going to draw. Or, I mean, you do know what units are going to get +1/+1, right? Because it's your whole deck. But you don't know what units you're going to draw, right? But with this card, you can be more proactive about it, right? You can play around it. So you can play like let's say you play, you know, you develop your board, you get your dudes out, and then this is like a, you know, your finisher. You jam this and you go big, which is better. Like this card is more dangerous than Hearthguard when it's played, right? Hearthguard is like you play and then you get your strong cards after. This is you play and you do your stuff now. So this might be decent in LeBlanc. But yeah, you're right. The problem is it is the same mana as Incisive Technician when it has the reputation cost. So if this does see play, I think maybe I could see this as like a 1-of. I don't think you would ever run this as a 3-of, but in Ash LeBlanc, this could be like a 1-of maybe. And I wouldn't mind it. It's a neat card. I'm excited to see what decks come up with it, but the immediate one that comes to mind is Ash LeBlanc. And then yeah, obviously this is a reptile, so we can look and see what other reptiles are in the game, but I didn't see any cards that synergize with reptiles, right? Okay, the only other... Oh, here we go. Renekton, Bitsy Lizard, Scaled Snapper, Willy Newtfish, Basilisk Bloodseeker. How do we activate Plunder in Ash LeBlanc? Doesn't Ash LeBlanc run Pirouette now? But I guess that's not like a consistent Plunder activator. You could open attack and play it after, but then again, that's like not as good. It's yeah, I mean, if we're in Ash LeBlanc, really our only Plunder activator is going to be like Pirouette or open attack. So that does make the card a little less drawn for sure. But in that case, maybe you can make some weird like hybrid list. I don't think the card is as dead as it seems immediately. I think the card definitely has some like it definitely has some feet, I think, or it definitely has some wheels to wheel on. However, I don't think it's gonna be like crazy. People won't play around one of Ash LeBlanc to prevent Plunder. Look at the full art. Yeah, I don't think it definitely has some wheels to wheel on, but I don't think this card like immediately is like super broken. So that's all the cards, right? So Condense, really good. Blowback, could see some play. Hard to say. Pack Attack, we're gonna have to wait and see when they release the other cats. Alter, good. Dog, probably not that great. Royal Shimmerwing, could see some play in some niche Demacia Ionia decks. Sacrificial Scholar, fucking broken out the wazoo. Innovative Blacksmith, really good card for Jax, Ornn, top heavy decks. Perfidious Promoter, funny, but probably too slow. Beginning Cobra, decent, can make some lists viable, like Nora Ionia, but probably won't be meta defining. Captain Andari, I could see it as a 1-of, but I don't think it's gonna be too crazy. And those are all the cards. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and come check me out on twitch.tv/TURTLDUC. If you're watching this video, I'm currently live, and or if you're watching this video at the time I'm posting it. And yeah, if you liked it, comment, like, subscribe. If you hated it, you know, flame me in the comments, call me a bozo, and or come to stream and call me a bozo to my face, and you know, tell me my takes are dog shit and tell me why. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.